In this video, we're going to do an unboxing of the brand new Microsoft Surface tablet. And I'm pretty excited about this one. So let's do this. So I pre-ordered this device on the 16th of October, and today is launch day, October 26th, and I come home from doing work, and this is what's greeting me on my doorstep. Now, I went with the 32 gigabyte version, and I got a red touch cover. I was originally going to go with the type cover, but the type cover only came in one color. So I thought I'd give the touch cover a try, since it is the base model keyboard. So without any further ado, let's get this thing open. Got my trusty cutter here, and let's break the seal. Like I said, I'm pretty excited about this. So let's open this up. Alright, there we go. You can see the touch cover right there. And it says Surface here, and it's in a plastic here. Let's put that to the side. And here is the Windows RT Windows Surface 32 gigabyte tablet. Right here. Let's put all this to the side and get rid of the box. So let's start with the touch cover. Let's pull it out of the plastic here. And obviously I chose the red version. And originally, like I said, I was going to get the type cover because you actually have keys that have a travel to them, even though it's a very shallow travel on those keys. The touch cover, on the other hand, is just a cover with some raised keys here, but there is no travel on them. Now, I was told at the Microsoft store, which I have one in my local area, which I didn't find out until I pre-ordered this straight from Microsoft. They said, by the way, visit our local Microsoft store. So I went down there after the fact, after this thing was pre-ordered, and just got a little information from them. Now my concern with this cover was that since I do blind type, I do rest my fingers on the J and the F button and then type from there. And I was wondering if it would register if I rested my fingers on there. They said no, but we'll find out when I actually try this device out. So let's pull this out of the cover here and let's see how it goes. I think it's just going to slide, but maybe there's something there's some tape here I got to cut off. So let me take care of that. And in this case, I'm actually going to use a razor blade because my cutter is very dull. So let's see if I can get this here with minimum damage here. And let's see if that did it. There we go. Now, I went with the red here only because I wanted a color on the keyboard, and I really wasn't too fond of the pink. The blue was pretty cool, but the channel colors here on Tech Harvest are red, or at least that's one of the colors, so I thought I'd go with that color. And it looks pretty cool. So let's pull this out here, and it's pretty easy just to snap out. Now the cover itself, it feels like a rubberized material, and it is solid here, so it doesn't flex or anything like that. You have an area for your mouse trackpad here, and then of course you have all your keys here, and there is a raised effect to them. It is part of one piece here, so they're not individual keys, but it is raised, so that should enable you to blind type or type without actually looking at the keys if that's something that you do, and that's something that I do. I generally type around, I think it's 60 words a minute or something like that. Not too fast, not too slow, pretty good. Now on the other side, again, it's this rubberized textured feel, and you have this solid piece in the center, and then where the hinge is, it flexes. Again, a full QWERTY keyboard. At the top here is where it snaps into the tablet itself. So you have these pins here, which will tell the tablet when the keyboard is attached, and then you have these pieces here probably for stabilization. And supposedly when you attach this to the tablet, you get a clicking noise. And supposedly Microsoft put a lot of effort into giving you a nice clicking noise that would enable you to associate it with a sense of quality, and it would also reassure you that your touch cover is securely attached. So let's put that to the side. I really don't know if there's anything else in here. It looks like there might be. Okay, very interesting packaging. This is actually hard cardboard here, and it's elongated, but I have a little bit of, actually it's a booklet here, or inside here is a booklet, and it says touch cover and type cover. So this booklet here covers both, and it just has some information. Probably will never read it, but it just gives you a visual of actually how to connect it. So nice little touch there. Let's put that back in, and let's get to the main event. So here we go. Here is the tablet itself, and let's get it out of the bag here. And I like the packaging they used on this. And let's get this out of the box here. Well, actually, just take a look on the back here. It tells you that it's the 32 gigabyte Surface Windows RT tablet. Now, to the uninitiated, Windows RT is different than regular Windows 8. And the basic difference is that this runs off an ARM processor, which is a mobile processor. So at the time of filming this video, if you have a cell phone, a smartphone, that runs on an ARM chip. If you have a laptop or a desktop, that runs on an x86 processor. And Windows 8 and all previous versions of Windows ran on x86 processors. So the basic difference is that this Windows RT software will look identical to Windows 8. The difference being is that you can only run Windows RT programs on this tablet. You cannot run your basic Windows x86 programs on it. So anything that you have for Windows currently will not run on this device unless the software makers actually update the program to run on ARM architecture. So that might be a bit of a point of confusion for new buyers of products like this. Personally, I'm really looking forward to the Windows Surface Pro, which is an x86 version, and that's coming out sometime in early 2013, supposedly at the end of January. So I think we have another seal to break here, so let me cut this open down here, and then we can open this up. And we have one more seal here, so let's get that. And here we go. All right, got a nice blue cover here. All right, here is the tablet itself. And I actually so far like the way it feels in the hand here. Very nice. Now there has been some question if a 16:9 aspect ratio is a good aspect ratio for a tablet. Obviously I haven't turned this thing on yet, but so far holding it in a portrait mode seems fine to me. I don't really see the big deal about it, but we'll see when I have further hands-on time with this. Let's put this to the side for a second. Okay, we have the charger brick, which is a unique charger brick here, made out of a matte plastic. It says Windows RT on it, and then you have your plug-in right there. Now, it seems like we're having a universal connector on this device, but we'll check in on that in a second, where you actually connect at least the power to the device here. And it looks like it's a magnetic power charger, which if you own a Mac, you're probably used to that by now. All right, here is the probably documentation here. So let's just check in, see what that's all about. It says Surface, gives you some visuals, and then probably some information I'll never read in here. Put that back together. Ooh, wait, we got some more information there. Basically telling you hardware setup, software setup, and your gestures, and of course the different aspects of the tablet. So let's put all this to the side. I really don't think there's anything left in the box here, but let's just lift it up anyway. Nope, nothing left in the box. And if you're curious, it's all cardboard construction here. So nothing really plastic in here other than the tape. Maybe some of these binder things here, and the plastic bags that it came in. So let's put this to the side and take a look at the tablet itself. Let's open this up. I usually try and keep these things intact, just in case I ever do sell the device. I can sell it as new or as like new as possible. So let's take a look at the front of the device here. You have your camera here, and it looks like there's probably an LED light there. You have a Windows button here, and that looks like it's a capacitive button. Again, you have a 16:9 aspect ratio on this, and you can actually palm this tablet if you have decent sized hands. Now the construction on this tablet is magnesium. So it's a metal, it's a magnesium metal that this is made out of. You have Windows branding down here, the brand new Windows logo here. I don't know if you can see it there with the glare from my overhead light there, but there you go. And again, it's a matte black on this magnesium here. Up here you have a rear-facing camera, and I'll get you the specs in future videos. On the top of the device here, you have your power button over here, and it appears that you have probably two mics here, one as a noise cancellation mic and the other as the regular mic. Travel on to what would be the left side of the tablet. You have your volume rocker here, you have your 3.5mm headphone jack, and what appears to be a speaker up here. Down here you have your little area where you pull the kickstand out, but we'll get to that in a second. On the other side of the tablet, or the right side of the tablet, you have another speaker up here, so it has stereo speakers. You have your HD video out port here. You have a full-size USB port here, which is nice. And down here you have your charging port, and again that's a magnetic connection there. Now down here, like I said, we have the kickstand, and that will allow you to set this tablet up and not have to hold it. Now, I'm going to include a link at the end of this video. About a year ago, maybe a little bit over a year ago, I made a video that said, tablets suck. And in that video, I compared the Motorola Xoom, the iPad 2, and the HP touchpad. And one of the things I said in that video is that some of the larger smartphones actually have kickstands. Why don't tablets? Well, now we have a tablet that actually does have a kickstand. So for me, that's a very welcome addition. And the beautiful thing about this is, if you don't want a kickstand, you don't have to use it, and you still get a thin tablet. But if you're like me, and you do want a kickstand, well, you got one built right in here. So let's open this up for the first time here. It's got a nice solid feel to it, and you can tell that it's made out of a metal. Again, in this case, magnesium. Now, in back here, I don't know if you can see it, but it says 32 gigabyte, and then it has, again, another Windows logo here, and it says Surface, and then it has your FCC information in there. Now, under here, you have a micro SD card slot here, so you can use that for expansion, so that's nice. So, let me set it up here. That's what it looks like when the kickstand is engaged. And why don't we turn this thing on for the very first time. Now, just in case you haven't noticed, the Apple iPad is meant to be held in a portrait orientation. This device, much like a lot of Android tablets, is meant to be held in a landscape mode. So we're going to actually turn the device on here, and let's see what it looks like turning this on for the first time. Surface. Got a little status indicator here telling us that it is working and loading up. So there we go. Now all I have to do is set this thing up, and I'll do that in my next video. So that pretty much does it for this video. If you have any questions or comments, please post them down below. If you like what you see, please subscribe. And as always, if you want to help out my channel, give me a thumbs up or favorite this video. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.